Very good afternoon to Mr. Lee. So first of all, we would like to thank you for your time to attending our interview session. So our team member are really appreciate for it. So before we begin, Mr. Lee, are you able to open your cam?
Sorry that it's not convenient for me to turn on my camera.
Okay, all right, understand. So once again, so let me introduce myself to you. Me and I'm Chen Chi Feng. So the other person in the meeting are my team members. So maybe start begin with Haji.
Hi, sir. My name is Ling Jie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, Mr. Lee. I'm Jian Ping. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jinping.
Hi, Mr. Lee. I am Dang Wei Seng.
Hi, Wei Seng.
Hi, Mr. Lee. I'm Wei Jingyang. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so Mr. Lee, so before we begin, just so you know, this meeting will be recorded. So are you okay with it?
Yes, sure.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Lee. So without further ado, then I guess we start our interview session. So yeah, Jianping.
Okay. So, Mr. Lee, I would like to know what method for your company to use to store the critical data.
For us, we are using a server to store the data.
Oh, okay. So, is the server placed inside a room?
No, we place the server near the employee so anyone can access the server.
Oh, okay. So, is there any CCTV for the company?
Yes, we have the CCTV for our company.
So, the CCTV have any backup?
I think there's no backup for our CCTV since we are using the default settings for CCTV.
Okay, understood. So, does the monitoring area of CCTV include the server?
The amount of CCTV for our company is not too much, so I think the server is not covered in the CCTV because there's no specific CCTV that is shooting the server.
Oh, okay. So, I have one more question regarding the server. Is there any routine maintenance for the server?
I think there's no routine maintenance for the service of our company.
Oh, all right. I think that's all for my question. So I will let my friend ask the remaining question. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Mr. Lee. So now question. So for my first question is, how often do company back up the data of the server?
Our company has the outsourcing personnel back up the server data from time to time.
All right, I understand. So for my second question, I want to ask is whether your company has a cloud backup solution.
No, because we already have servers in the local company, so we didn't spend extra money on cloud backup.
All right. So the third question is about whether your company had any disaster recovery plan for server in the event of a disaster.
Unfortunately, no, because our company did not envision this situation. Malaysia is a very few natural disaster company.
Okay, so for my last question is, where you server backup data store?
We have two servers in the company, both in the same location. So one is for use and the other is for backup.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all my part. Thank you very much for your question and answering my question. So I will pass to my friend.
So next is for me. So hi, sir. So today I am appreciated to be here to carry out discussions about information security view. So it's essential for your company to get a greater understanding of the security parts. So for my first questions is how many routers are used to connect devices as well as the server?
There is only one router in our company office and all data transmitted through this router because a router covers enough for our company.
Oh yeah, so it is needed to be alert for your company. So may I ask about either your company Wi-Fi being connected with guest Wi-Fi?
What is guest Wi-Fi used for?
Oh, so the guest Wi-Fi network is essentially a separate access point on your router. So we need to enter your router ID as well as the passwords to connect the guest Wi-Fi.
Oh, there is Wi-Fi in our company, not that gas Wi-Fi.
So my third question is, are there any backup of the company physical server in the cloud?
There's absolutely refuse to back up its data on cloud-based server.
Or it means if the data of the server is gone, the data cannot recover back, right?
Yes, it's true.
Alright, so in my last question is there any law used for constraining employee to keep the data or company information to related third parties?
Nope, all of our employees are only constrained for working periodic. It was no constraint about leaking of our company data or information.
Alright, so that's all for me, thank you. So I will pass my mic for Jin Yang.
Okay, hi Mr. Lee. May I know how your staff manage the password for the login to company server application?
We like to auto-save the password on our company desktop because it is easy for us to log in every time.
Okay. If you are using the automatic password saving method, then have you set the password? Have you set the system to automatically log out after the 15 minutes if inactive?
I think we don't set this function for our company desktop and the server also.
Oh, I see. And do your company enforce staff to use a strong password for the login to desktop and the server application?
I'm not sure about this, but our team does not require our staff to use the strong password at all times.
Well, thank you for your information and your patience. I will pass through to my friend.
Okay, so Mr. Lee, I would like to ask a few questions about it. About is your employee have go through any security awareness training before?
No, our company's IT department does not provide any training courses for our employees.
Okay, understand. So my other question will be, do all your company have signed any IT security form before they actually start working in the company? And is it mandatory for all the employees to sign for it?
We do have an IT security form for the employees to sign, but it is not forcibly for employees to sign. So not all the employees in our company have signed the security form.
Okay, understand. So the other question will be, I would like to ask, what are the operating system that the server is running on?
Oh, it is Windows 7.
Okay, so does your company server have the internet connection?
Yes, it does, and it helps us to troubleshoot issue faster.
So okay, understand. So I would like to confirm that is the server in your company are serving the employee internally, or you also serve the employee offsite?
Our server will only serve internally for the employees in our company.
All right, thank you. So may I know, this is my last question. May I know, do your company have performed any antivirus scanning for the server? If yes, how frequent is it?
We normally perform the scanning every 3 months.
Okay, understand. So I think that's all the interview question we would like to ask Mr. Lee. So is there any question from the other?
No from my side.
So about my team members, so do you guys have any more question to ask?
I think no. And thank you, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, that's all for me lah. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
So okay, so I guess if we don't have any other question to ask, so I think our interview session will end here. So once again, we are very appreciate Mr. Lee to spend your time to have an interview session with us. So thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you for having me here today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, guys.